Guardians of the Galaxy taking over Tower of Terror? That's what we're talking about on This Week in Disney. Hey everyone, it's Max, and welcome to This Week in Disney, where I give you all the Disney news from the past week, and there is really only one story that we can talk about this week, and that is the big rumor that's been going around that Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be taking over the Tower of Terror in Disney's California Adventure. This has been a rumor that I've seen popping up all over the place online, and it appears that it's true. There's no official confirmation from Disney, but sources like Mice Chat, and there's a whole lot of sources out there that are like, this is really gonna happen. And what this would call for would be for the Twilight Zone story to be completely removed from the Tower of Terror and be replaced by another story featuring the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. This would be scheduled to open next May when the Guardians of the Galaxy sequel comes out, so it'll tie in and whatever. Yeah, I cannot get behind this. Listen, I loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Marvel. I love that Disney has Marvel and can now bring Marvel things into the park. But to take the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and take that story out and put Guardians of the Galaxy in that, to me, it makes no sense. The whole vibe of the park in that area of California Adventure is that old Hollywood feel. And the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror just goes with the entire feel of that section of the park. And you're gonna put in a Marvel movie? It's just very bizarre. Now, I understand why they're doing it. They want to add more Marvel stuff to the park as sort of like a temporary stopgap before they can actually add bigger Marvel things, which is gonna happen eventually after Star Wars lands. So we're talking into the 2020s. Because Disney actually has this $1.5 billion park expansion that they've agreed to with the city of Anaheim. So they have to spend $1.5 billion before 2024. And so, of course, they're gonna be adding lots and lots and lots of stuff to fulfill the $1.5 billion. And of course, Marvel's gonna be part of that. And that's great. That's great. But I don't need Guardians of the Galaxy taking over my Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Also, didn't they just announce, like, there's gonna be a new Tower of Terror movie a few months ago? So we're gonna take away a Twilight Zone theme, and we're still gonna have this movie that's gonna come out? People are gonna wanna go to the Tower of Terror after they see the movie, and they're gonna be like, why is Guardians of the Galaxy here? I just don't get it. I understand, for Space Mountain, you add the Star Wars things, you add the Halloween track as a temporary thing. But you know you're gonna get your Space Mountain back. If they were like, oh, this is gonna be a little temporary thing that we're gonna do, that's cool, but I don't see how, like, this is like a massive, massive change they would have to undergo at the Tower of Terror. And I feel like the younger generations should be introduced to the Twilight Zone because it was one of the classic TV shows of all time. It's just, why? When you walk into that Hollywood Tower Hotel and it's just so immersive and you feel like you're transported back and you get that, for me, I get the spooky, like, feeling every single time, like, oh gosh, I'm a little unsure about this place. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy is not going to do that for me. I'm sure I'll go on the ride and I'll be like, oh yeah, that was cool, but then, come on. Yeah. As you can tell, this one frustrates me. I get behind most of the Disney ideas because I love Disney and I think that they're right on a lot of the times, but I'll tell you when they're not, and I think this is bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm even wearing a Marvel shirt. Like, I like Marvel. Don't get me wrong. I like Marvel. I'll be super duper happy when they add, like, Marvel attractions, when they build new attractions, not just put a temporary Guardians on the Tower of Terror. Ta-da! I don't know what that was. Okay, guys, that is it for This Week in Disney. One story, one topic, but I feel like it's a big enough topic where it should just be that. Now let's talk about it below. What do you think of the possibility of Guardians taking over the Tower of Terror? You like it? You hate it? I want to hear from you guys. Like, subscribe, and Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, you're gonna get a new music video from me, so get ready for that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look, I'm smiling because I'm happy about that, but I'm mad about the Guardians. Blah. Have a magical day, everybody. Bye. Mr. Cheesy Pop.